Good morning. How y'all doing? All right, we're back. Hey, we got a different look this morning. As you can see, we got it more me facing the camera than up. So that's awesome. Feel a whole lot better now. Okay, make sure but seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things should be added unto you. Now we get going. Make sure you have pencil and paper today, folks. This is going to be off the chain. You hear me? Off the Richter scale. This information is going to take you international. I want you to make sure now that please go ahead and follow and mention and make your comments. Comments are very important. And I learned that being in business and then the social media piece, that it's important to comment on something that affects your life because it helps other people. Well, that's what social media is all about. It's really not about us, the person. What is it that we're going to say or do that's going to affect the world? And that's where we're at with that. Okay? So, what I'm going to do this morning, I'm going to get right to it. You don't have to worry about it. We're going to talk about how to recruit someone without them knowing. Is that awesome or what, folks? One of the techniques that I've used from when I realized that this was effective, I found out that the best way to really get somebody to get into your world is by asking a simple question. It's got to be a simple question now. It can't be complicated where they don't even want to talk to you, right? Anybody ever asked you a question before and you like, why are you asking me that, right?
Yeah.
Because there's a thing called soft entry questions. And some people, I think most people do it. What most people do, they come in with those hard questions. You know, where you live at? You know, how many kids you got? You know, like, wait a minute, right? But if you approach me or anybody like me, you ask the question, do you know anybody who needs some extra cash? Eric, you know anybody who needs some extra cash? You know somebody who needs some extra cash?
Yes,
I mean, I think it's quicker, easier, it's polite, you know? Excuse me, do you know anybody who needs some extra cash? But you gotta have what's gonna have to be the follow-up. You better have a business card and you better know what you're talking about. because that's the hook. The hook was, you know anybody need extra cash? They're gonna hook. But you ever went fishing before or seen? You don't always get the fish, do you? Now you got them. You got them on the line, but you ain't get the fish until you get them in the boat, right? And you see it frying in the pan, right? And you got to keep things like that simple. If you're gonna hook them, now you got to keep them on the hook. And how you gonna keep them on the hook? The information, because if it's true what you're saying to the person that you're gonna help them make money, you gotta have something now to prove that you can do it. Because it's gotta be quick. It's gotta be quick, easy, and simple, right? So now that you say yes, now pull out a card. It tells you some information, right? And one of the main questions they're gonna ask me is, well, what is it? Still, what is it? You know, how's it gonna help me? I mean, I see what I'm reading now, but okay, how does this work, right? That's when you pour it on. You're either gonna say, well, you got my prices here, and this is how it works, right? And you gotta get them to believe it. Now, my next phase is, here, I'll show you what here. Smell it. You know me, I'm like, I'm sweating. Because I do it now. I'll do it just like that. I said, hey, you smell it? They said, oh, that's nice. I said, I spray my syrup right around. It's all up in their nose now. Now they have to really make a decision if they're going to do business with you or not. But because it's fragrances, your job is you got a lock on it. It ain't like you selling cupcakes and cookies. You selling something that when it hits their nose, it goes into their cranium, and they just want to pull their hair out. Smells so good, right? And so your job is just about over there. All you got now, they're gonna say, well, how can I get started? One of the most beautiful things that I came up with that God has shared with me is that we need to attack the high school students and college students. You got to get in there. We were talking this morning, Eric, right? Mm-hmm. And I said, Eric, tell me this is not an easy thing. Take your flyer down to the college and stop passing out your cards and say, you need extra cash, we're looking for distributors, right? I'm going in there with those flyers. I'm going to attack the business departments. I said, I'm looking to be a community partner. I want to teach your students how to make money with economics, right? And then I got goodies with me too, right? Got my goodies. Got my goodie bag. Got my spray pens with my logo on it, my phone number. And I said, here you go. One for you and one for you. Once they begin to understand that you're there to help, they'll figure that out, right? Yeah. Watch how powerful this is. Body oils. Body oil is still good deal, right? I'm gonna label my body. We're gonna label body oils month again with the King Kong this time. Youth fundraising and distribution company. Well, the body oils, right? Put the top designs into the market, right? Because now I'm launching a distribution company now. These kids that I want to sponsor into this program, right? Because China needs to be sponsored. We got. Let me show you. We got China's artwork.
Not on here.
Okay, when you get it, just keep in mind. Write that down as a thing. China's artwork. We gotta put sponsored by King Kong coupons, right? Because we're blessing her with it. The best thing to do is learn how to sponsor a few kids into your program. Make them a display. And on the corner it says sponsored by Eric Weems and Afrocentric. What's the name of it?
Medical oils.
There it is. That's who it's sponsored by. You got a couple of students down there, right? We start them off with maybe a little 12 count like this. See, visuals start to take place in your actual recruiting, right? You got people, you have displays. This is the deal, folks. We'll get back around to it. But I want to show you something. This is something that we distribute. And it's called like a business card and post and flyer holders, right? Inexpensive, right? You put your business card up there, you put your cards in like that. Tell me that off the time. Yeah? But the beautiful part, right, is looking at this too as well. Look at this. You get your advertising at the top of your display, right? What's the beautiful part about, especially this one, right? I'm going to do this one too. This one, you see the campaign, right? You got to always be thinking, I changed the campaign. I'm out there checking all my traps, checking the beauty salons, the stores, and I got a little display campaign going on. I can cover that campaign up and start another campaign. All right? There's more information for your distributors. They know you're out there. They say, "Oh, see, you got something new going on." And this has nothing to do with this, but it's your marketing campaign, right? Okay. Let's do this. Once you get used to marketing to make your money, it all begins to start making sense, right? I mean, people put a lot of time into trying to make money when they should be putting most of their time into what? Marketing. Can I get a witness? Right? Because you want your marketing to do the business for you most of the time. See, this, like we were talking earlier, this card, right, is for, sorry y'all. I hear you. So now, this card is for what? For the public. When you go out, it's for these displays where people can just pick them up at their leisure, right? They say, ooh, that's interesting. They pick them up. But the business card is for hand-to-hand combat. So it is with your card. They don't want this big old bulky card. Even though these do work now. These bulky cards do work. You know why? What people gonna do with these?
Refrigerators and stuff like that.
That too. But when you pass this off to a potential prospect, when they got it in their hand and they walk up, what do you think they're gonna do with it? They're gonna read it, then they're gonna do like this.
Put it in their pocket.
They're gonna fold it like that, and they're gonna put it in their pocket. Then when they get home, they got this big card. They gotta do something with it. They say, "Man, I can't just." They hate to just throw stuff away that's interesting, right? But now they sit on the kitchen table, coffee table, living room table. Some guests come by, and they see it, and they say, "What is that?" "Oh, this is something I'm thinking about getting involved with." You need to do that. It's all psychology. All of it. How to make people's brains move. Donna, what's going to happen once those business got them King Kong coupon flyers get in?
They gonna get them. It's not like something free, so you know they're gonna get them. They're gonna take those cards and run with them.
It's going to be crazy to have that type of business card in the market. Now, what I propose for all my business associates is to come up with another company. All right, don't stick with one company. You know, he's heavily body products, right? There's also Chronic Killer. There's also King Kong Coupons. Also Body by Sir, right? Sir Media Group. I got different companies, right? So I recommend you start a youth fundraising and distribution company. It can still be the same name. What's the name? Essential, right? Comedic Oils. Youth fundraising and distribution company. What's wrong with that? Nothing.
Nothing at all.
Could you imagine now being in the car and I say, you fundraiser? Huh? Who is this guy? Who's this Eric guy? Helping the youth like that. They call you. Yeah, I'm speaking to Eric Wayne. Yeah, Mr. Wayne. Yeah, I got this card here that says something about youth fundraising. Dispute. What is that? Well, we teach youth how to start their own business line. We create products and we get them to help and show them how to make a profit instead of them doing these fundraisers. I'm using fundraisers because that's what they're used to. It's I could say other names. What could I have said besides youth fundraising? Youth economics. Youth economics and distribution company, right? But because they love the word fundraising, they're going to at least check it out if they're in the fundraising. So imagine flooding the market. All our business associates all over the world, we all started another little company with youth fundraising or youth economic and distribution company. What's going to happen to our young folks then? I'm talking about the young folks in your household too.
Smart, man. Having their own businesses.
I got Jabari Enterprises, youth fundraising and distribution company. Can you write that down?
Jabari.
Well, we need to develop that.
Okay.
So Mark, you can go and tie into just the same thing with Studio Stephanie, right? She can start that little company saying fundraising, youth fundraising and distribution, right? They're gonna gravitate towards her too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anybody that has have their right mind on, you gotta consider it at least, right? Because I'm sure I'm not saying, man, you gotta do this. No, what I'm saying is you gotta do it. And we're gonna stamp out poverty amongst our kids going to school. We gotta do it as collectively as a community around the world. If you want to call in today if you want. I think it's gonna be an hour show. Did we mark it up for an hour? Okay, I can do this for a whole hour. So call in. If you have any ideas around the youth, especially looking at the churches. This is easy pickings. Now let me tell you something. You're gonna have more of a difficult time dealing with schools. You will. It's just the nature of it. Let me tell you why it's very difficult to do business. And I'm gonna say I'm just gonna say why it's a difficult time to market towards the schools. They steal. They steal the money. There's so much. The thing is, they gotta go. Most of them gotta go through PTA now. PTA makes the money and distributes the money out to whoever needs it. The gym people, they need equipment or whatever. Sports. Excuse me. So, with that in mind, I'm going to change the fabric of the situation. I'm going to have PTA, they're going to be able to sell the product, right, to the student. And the student, it can sell the product for whatever they want and make the profit. So the school sells a bottle for $3, wholesale. They got it for $2. They make $1 every time a student. But the student goes out and sells it for $5 and makes $2 and put it in their pocket. How many of these bottles you think the school gonna sell when they let the kids stop making some little bit of money and put it in their pocket? That school will potentially make anywhere from $250,000 to $500,000 a year. Because the student and their parents are going to say, wow, this is a great deal. We can support the school and we can support our child. I just recommend that out of that $2, $1 goes into a higher education fund. So they don't get stuck when it's time to go to school, college. They can buy their own car and do whatever they need to do. Got their books. I done heard so many stories around kids. They ain't got the money for their books. They in college. They struggling to get somebody to. But you got a child like me that's a go-getter. And you gave me an opportunity. That's why I like to deal with the seniors, because they're on their way out the door. They should treat the seniors a little different. They should let the seniors at least make that money, because they're getting ready to go from here to there. Right? They need it. They need it worse than the juniors.
Mm-hmm.
So can you imagine we get with the cab school system and show them a proposal that we can bring in products like shea butter from different companies, and whoever these kids like or whatever, they can make some money. But it's for the seniors. Now, what's going on with the juniors? Once the juniors hear about this?
You know, when you're born next year.
Can't wait.
They can't wait.
Ready to be a senior.
They can't wait. And some of these seniors are in the household, they got sophomores and juniors right behind them, their brothers and sisters, and their cousins.
Right.
They're juniors. And man, when you get up in here, man, to a senior, this is what's happening. Kids are already trained. Now, what's happening? The seniors go off to college. When they come back for summertime for breaks, what are they doing? Teaching economics to the kids. And when they go to college, what are they teaching other kids in college? Economics. This is why our system in America has failed. The brain, there hasn't been a brainchild to come up with a system like this to help assist not only the child, but the parents. This is so needed to help. The parent needs that extra help raising a child. How much money do you think my mother gave me when I went to college?
Zero.
And thank God I had money already. I know I would have survived. I would have been doing little crazy little things trying to get me some money, you know? Now, your children are very easy to recruit when they don't have money.
Yeah, especially
They got illicit stuff. They just, and who doesn't know that?
especially with that
That's so
stuff.
good.
Do not do it.
You can recruit kids so easy into stuff when they don't know money. You show a kid just a little idea of making some money illegally, and they're gonna go for it.
Mm-hmm.
But when you got children that already got money, they're not tempted by that stuff. They're not tempted by evil like the other children. When you teach your children economics, I know my kids know economics. I already know. And if people that listen to this on this channel anyway, they're entrepreneurs, right? But the thing is, most entrepreneurs can't get their children to follow them into the business. But this is the easy one. This is the one that your children love fragrances. They love shea butter, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's the odds you think you would get if you really communicate with your child about getting in the business and really doing it good? And you think they'll respond? They say, man, I can make that kind of money.
They're watching you, yeah. You're definitely respond.
Now, but you're bringing it to them another way. Say, we're going to help. You said, the first thing we're going to do is recruit all your little friends.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We make sure the product is there, and we're going to do the presentation just right. This is how you practice the presentation, and all of a sudden, they get out there around their friends. Say, hey, you need some extra money. Now you got 15, 16, 17 years out there going around asking other 15, 16, 17 years, hey, know anybody need some extra cash?
Mm-hmm.
And actually got a system that help these good kids stay good. Right?
Good.
Tell me this ain't it. Tell me God ain't gonna bless this one. This is is why I'm doing the pilot program, because now the kids that I deal with, that's in my program, that I deal with personally up close, they're all going to get a website. Now they're selling my product on their website. I'm shipping the product for them on their website. People are buying the product. They're buying my products now. But while the kids in school, I send them a check for the profits. Okay, because they're still sending people to their website. Go to my website. Here's my card. Go to my website. And so people are buying. Hey, they buy body oils, air fresh. The order comes in. They get it. The order comes in. The order goes to them. The order comes up. We fulfill the order for them. Send it to Africa, wherever they're going, for them, and they get the check in the mail every month. So this pilot program that we start, I gotta get the first wave of high school students, huh?
Oh, yeah.
So I gotta go in there as a community partner, and I'm going after the business department, economics department. I'm not going after all the kids. I'm going after the strong young minds, the ones that are business partners already. They're thinking about business. They're our future in the business anyway, right? So why would I waste my time going after the cheerleaders? When I'm doing a pilot program, I should go after the people that deal with business, huh? I need to get with the business teachers, right? Have a little meeting with the heads, the business heads, right? But this is all blessing from the county upper head people. So instead of me going into every school, why don't I just go and do the whole presentation to the superintendent of schools? He said, this is a great program. I would love, when can we get started? Right? Because when I went over to one of the schools, they're excited. But what do they normally, where do their mind goes? I think you need to ask somebody higher up than that.
Yeah.
Right? So maybe we should shoot after these, call the superintendents of schools, set up a meeting with them. We can either go to them or come there. Preferably they can come here. But, right? So we go down there with the display, with all the King Kong coupons on it. It's displays, right? And so what we do is we're going to go with the King Kong coupons on display, right? Right? We're going to go with the display. We're going to show them that they're going to have their business cards and everything, right? They're going to have, because sooner or later we're going to push them to their own site. It's going to say King Kong. It's going to say King Kong coupons, right? But it got the ID number. ID number 0001. So when people, it says it around the card, put a King Kong coupon /0001. So they'll be going this, Corey's website. Just like multi-level marketing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then they go, people start buying, right? The people call, when they ordering online a product, do they get it from you? Or do they, when they order online, when they get it from the warehouse, right?
Right.
And it's sent directly to the customer, and then the company pays you, right? A residual income check.
Right.
Just like multi-level marketing, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Got that same smell as multi-level marketing, same energy as multi-level marketing, but it's something very easy for our kids to use. Because a lot of them are already at college anyways, smoking and carrying on, right? Right? So now they're taking a product into the war zone. I sell more of this product to the drug cartel than anybody on the planet. I can't help it. Don't weed smokers go buy product from somewhere else to cover up smells and candles and all that bull crap, right? Don't they?
Mm-hmm.
So they bought something that said KingKongCoupon.com. You fundraiser on there. Shouldn't be much of a problem, huh? Ain't like I say, Chronic Killer. That's the name. Even though Chronic Killer was designed for teenagers, because when a lot of teenagers, which we know, the people get high behind it if they want to, that there's people that smoke chronic in their house, and they have to endure the smell, don't they? If I'm 15 years old, I don't smoke weed, but my father and my mother and them smoke weed. My cousins and my brother, they're all in there smoking weed, and I don't want to smoke, and my air is consumed with weed. Chronic Killer. Get your Chronic Killer. Get your, and guess what? Get your Chronic Killer here, because it kills all chronic odors, right? But now the kid is coming over here who's going to buy it for $1.50 if they buy 100 of them, and they can go ahead and they can sell them for $5 and put themselves through school. That was the objective with the Chronic Killer, you know. But now we got something better. King Kong. And we're selling this, we're going to say, we're going to be selling this like hotcakes. Because this is where I'm going. I'm going to King Kong first. I'm going in. I'm not even going to mess around right now and do private label. I'm going with my design. King Kong. You funny. When Coca-Cola goes in them schools, do Coca-Cola change the label?
No.
When the cookie dough people go in there, do they change the label and say, hey, high school? This is the deal. We got King Kong coupon. We're selling these 100 of them for $1.50 each. Right? $18 a dozen. And when they buy, right? That comes to 18. Well, by the dozen it's $24 a dozen, right? But when they buy a dozen, they get 6 of these free. Pen sprays. You come in, when you bring your child over and they get this dozen, I'll give them a half a dozen of these free. There you go. There you go. Right? That's how it goes down, just like that. I got half a dozen free. That's every time. I'm going to work on it. You come in by a dozen, I'm going to give you 6 of these. Can I do that again? Come on. $24? Let's go. Yes? No? Maybe? That's if all of us got our brain there. And your first display was $36 a dozen. You sold your first display was $36, but you gave them 6 pens to go with it.
Rock and rolling.
So we got our business social out there. You want to move product, this is one of the best ways to do it. Is that smart?
Makes a lot of sense.
It's going to make a lot of dollars.
Won't make sense without it.
This is the deal. Anybody that come in today, and when they get their own displays and all that, they got all that. What is it, $2 a month? I don't care what it is. You spend $100. You can put it out there, Mark. Anybody spend $100, you get 12 of these free. I'll give you a whole dozen. You spend $100 more, I don't care. Spend $100 or more, I'm sending you 12 of these for free, unlabeled, ready to go. Just spend a little over $100 today. Is that fair? Is that okay, y'all? You mind if I give some stuff away? You spend over $100 and I'll give you a dozen of those free. Matter of fact, we need to run that for the, you want to run it for the week?
What you think?
One day,
Yeah.
you all got to take advantage of it. It doesn't have to be King Kong, don't have to be Chronic, none of that. You spend $100 more. Today, when people come in that door, watch what happens. Just watch it. Always thinking. What I tell you this morning, Jay, I got here. I didn't tell you I was going to get gangster. Nah, man, I was going to get gangster. Huh? What did I tell you this morning? You got to use your brain. When you use your brain in a way where people don't realize, you know, you in something, but they don't realize you're really into it when you start to change the formula. Then it's, oh my God, that's even better, right? You got to shake them up. See, when you do that same everyday mundane type of sales and marketing, I mean, it's boring, right? We, as a group of people, have to get our minds a little bit more set on our marketing strategies and how we present this to other people. And now that we have this system talking about the youth, this is crazy, man. I pinch myself every day. This is just crazy. Give us a call real quick, 404-286-6700. 404-286-6700. California, where you at? I'm looking for California. Connecticut, where you at? Boston, where you at? 404-286-6700. Just call on there. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take a little bit more time and show you a new product. These displays and visual, these are sales tools. You need sales tools to move to move your company. But this is a new, it's not really new, but we're going to call it new. It's new for me. See this here? This is the big daddy of them all, right? It is 35 count air freshener display and burner oil display. I've redesigned it, folks, so that, here we go. I redesigned it with the 1 ounce flint that fit in there. We got 25 on the top and 10 on the bottom. It's 35 now, and when you go into the stores and they want more space. This was ours with Heavenly Body Products, right? But we're going to show you, we're going to take it and you're going to cover that up. This is where you're going to put your header at. This particular item is $15. If you get 12 or more than $12 each, okay? If you get 50 or more than $10 each, and that's where we top off at it, $10. There's a lot of money in this thing, but it's going to make you a lot of money. These displays are designed for you to win, okay? 404-286-6700. Now, how many of y'all still, all of you, basically still need the electronic name tags? You gotta get these electronic name tags, folks. Wait, did you ever get one?
Yeah.
Okay, it works? Is it still on for you? Show it up to the camera. So he got here, he'll trick me, he had it in his pocket. You wasn't gonna let me talk about yours. You know, like, you think you get money? Where's yours at? He went and got it. I thought I had you.
I know you did.
I thought I had you, boy. I'm telling you, this tool right here. Come on, Weaves. Come on, say something, man. Tell me, does it work?
This will attract the business to you. I thought you had to say a word.
It's crazy, man.
They'll ask you, what is that? Half of them will start reading from a distance if you're in a restaurant.
They come right to
The
you.
rest is easy.
They come right to you, don't they?
Right to you.
Lord have mercy. This is what I try to tell you. See, watch, when the money starts coming again, you need to carry those with you.
Mm-hmm.
So guess what? I'm telling you what, I'm going to get better. Everywhere I'm going to go. When I'm going to do an event, I'm going to have one particular in my hand. So how much is that? Oh, yeah, it is. They pause by. Because a lot of times I'm there, they say, well, you know, it's $50. Oh, I want one. But I don't have it with me. So I can wait for them to come by. I'm not saying they don't come by, but the experience got to be quicker.
Yeah.
It has to be more instantaneous. I'm getting ready to do a little campaign around cancer awareness. Now, October is Cancer Awareness Month, but cancer awareness is every month. I'm going to do special things, you know, as time goes along with some of the products. With some of the product when I do the product, I'm gonna do a product line with that Heavenly Body products and put this in there. I say, excuse me. Cancer awareness is every month at Heavenly Body Products. Period. So a lot of my associates that I do displays for, private label for, I'm gonna talk to them to put the ribbon there, right? On their display, on there, even if they can get on their label, they'll put a little so they can see it, right? They say, hey, you with the cancer awareness? Yeah, that's what we do. Like, can I give me something? We wholesale. What? Awesome. This is crazy, man. I'm looking at this display and I'm tripping here. I'm like, you can come, listen, come on in if you want to come in and you can get the King card if you want. $18 a dozen. Come on. Shama. Come on in. We're getting this into the market fast. $18 a dozen. No pens.
Not included.
Well, the pens, only about a dozen at $15 a dozen anyway. So I just marked it up. But the thing about this is, it's already filled for you. It's already filled for you. I already put the fragrance in there. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So now when they go out to sell the bottle, they're going to spray this for the customer first, right? Right, Eric?
That's right.
He said, let me show you, right? He said, you spray for them. They said, oh, that smells good, right? Then I do this. Oh, I see. And I said, refill. They said, okay, well, how much is that? Well, it's $5. Well, how much is this? This is $3. I'll give it to you for $1 if you go and get you one of those. So you just try to make up just it's $1, but who cares? $1.25, man. It costs you $1.50. You say, when you get this, it's $5. I get this for you for $1.
Mm-hmm.
Because once they got that and they got this, they're gonna always need what? This. I told you to make it easier. Let's just make it easier to do business. This whole experience, what I'm talking about, is about recruiting. That's it. How are you going to get your customer or your potential recruit that says, I'm in? Look about multi-level. Let's go back there. Let's think about multi-level marketing. What do multi-level marketing do? What do you got to do to make some money?
Tell the people.
You got to recruit.
Mhm.
Why would somebody that ever got recruited into multi-level marketing and don't understand the concept of doing a multi-level marketing with their own product line is beyond me. I'll never understand that. Why won't you recruit for your own company? It just makes sense. Don't you know that you can recruit multi-level marketers with this product? Put their name on it. Put whatever they have 5 links. 5 links, their name, all that. Put it on there. What's some of the hottest things? The tea. The people in there.
Yeah.
These. They said, look, you need to maybe get some with the tea, your name on there. Hey, that's a correct. Once the word get out there that you're doing that for the multi-level marketers, whatever company in, right? Prepaid Legal, Avon, Mary Kay. Oh, I can't wait to get these Mary Kay ladies. You know anybody Mary Kay that would love to have their own product line? Baby! Let me tell you something. You got your hook because you got 1 and there's going to be 2. Then when there's 2, it's going to be 4. When there's 4, it's going to be 8. They just, anybody Avon or Mary Kay, you get them. Oh, you know what? We got to get those. You know any Mary Kay people?
Yeah.
Or would you ask the sisters?
I
Ask
got
around. Do a little survey. Just ask some of the sisters. But look at what's happening with her. Watch this. She's Eastern Star.
Okay.
So can you imagine what we're going to do once we get the Eastern Star thing going stuff? All the Eastern Star and Mason brothers around the nation. All the Masons around the nation. You know, call 404-286-6700. The thing is, all you master distributors out here that's buying by the gallon and the drum, get with those Eastern Stars. Get with those Masons. Get with those churches. They would love to have their own. Can you imagine Pastor Johnson on your pastor and first lady on the display? I don't know why you ain't did that for your church. You didn't give me the church there and get a picture of the pastor, the first lady. Walk in there with one of those and watch what happens. Walk in there with one of these displays and watch what happens. Walk in there with one of those pins. They got that picture on it. And their name. You talking about ego tripping? Am I good?
Real good.
Yes.
Imagine going to the first lady and the pastor.
Yeah, they love that.
Homecoming. I done outdid myself this morning. I done talked myself into a frenzy this morning. Give me a quick call. Come on, somebody out there, 404-286-6700. Let me know how I'm doing. My wife is listening to the program. She wanted to call in. Say, hi, good morning. Studio staff. Hey, studio. But I really believe in the recruiting. Our recruiting has to increase. This segment has to be emailed out in a different way. It's a must see. You have children, your children's children. It's okay. You gotta be kidding me. You got people in school, all them churches, man. Go right down to the college. I'm going down to those college. Well, I gotta go down there anyway because I get the big event on December the 14th. Go ahead on to you gonna be around? 14th December.
Possibility.
This is gonna be crazy back there. I'm gonna present this thing a whole nother way. December the 14th. Go on King Kong coupons and register. It's only $10. Register. If you have a 15-year-old or younger, it's free for them. If they 16 and up, it's $10 for them. This is something that is going to be mind-boggling to your teenager. If they're going on their way to college, or they're in college and they happen to be around for the 14th, oh my God. You don't understand. I'm putting on a show. I'm putting on a show for you. We're going to be talking about fundraising, different products. I'm talking about websites, social media, all that stuff. It's going to be crazy, man. I mean, if I'm going to play this up, but if you're even out of town, you can fly in for that day. Come down on Friday. Let me know you're coming in. We got about 4 or 5 hotels around here, and I'll go ahead and make a deal with one of them. And just like most cases, right? Y'all go on these things, right? My boy he owns one of the hotels down Western Chapel anyway. So I probably get a good deal for them anyway. $35 for the night. You know. Okay? So make sure you mark your calendar for December the 14th. And we're going to go ahead and make this thing happen on another level. These right here. Let me tell you something. Nothing lasts forever, right? How long do you think one of these might last? Who knows, right? It's the thing about the marketing that's like is together. It's the marketing. They got it, use it for, I don't know, last them 10 times. But they can't. They got it for the most part free. Right?
Yeah.
So we're good. We're good with this. These products are off the chain. I love it, man.
Yeah.
I love seeing the response.
Come on in.
Yeah. Come on in.
We need help to you.
Yep. This is
definitely
help.
Yep. That's right. If you need help, we need to save our children.
It's awesome. You heard that? We need to save our children. See, I love parents that really believe their children are doing well, But I look in their eye. Ask your child, say, do they need some extra cash? Do they want to make their own money? Ask your child, do they want to make their own money? It's not their own little company. Mm-hmm. I dare you.
Some children never been asked that question.
Exactly.
Right there alone.
They might look at you and say, what are you talking about?
Not about economics.
Exactly. That's true.
Bobby Kiyosaki said that was
we're killing our nation, man, with this. Not showing our kids. See, the deal about the fragrance industry, I'm talking to mostly all the people I just know. This is going to reach people that I know. But imagine the people that it reaches I don't know that can make a difference. How many people you know that's in the school district? How many people you know are PTA presidents and all that stuff? How many people you know that's in charge of the youth program down at the church? You got to be kidding me. The more we help these babies, the more that we help ourselves. Because we don't listen to them, we're in big trouble. Mark, can you lift that up? Put that little skit about back in 1991. We're going to play that 1991 clip back just to kind of get a good idea of what I was doing 20-something years ago. The Strong Young Minds of America from back then, 20-something years ago. I got the prototype card. I got to look for it. I got the prototype card. I had it made up. Strong Young Minds of America. I talked about it with one of my sisters. Matter of fact, this is 1991, and this is when I was helping the youth. So you all get to hear what I said then. I need to turn it up to this. Open up the screen. excited to freeze. See that? Yeah, all that. Is that on the screen? They don't see that? I mean, they won't see that right there, that little box inside there. Inside the, yeah. They see it. Okay.
The Markadoo Entertainment Show. My name is Markadoo. This evening we're going to be talking to some of the youth in the city. Now the youth have a very, very valid situation here. They want me, Markadoo, to speak to them and let the audience out here know, to let the city officials know what's on their mind regarding teen drugs and teen violence. I don't know if you understand this or not, but I'm going to say this anyway. The teenagers and the children of this country, even the children of the world, are our most valuable and most natural resource. If we let this resource die out because we didn't listen to them, we just hurt ourselves. So let's see and hear what these children have to say. And then you get a clear understanding of how our world is going to revolve from these youth. When we return after these messages, we'll be talking to our children.
Okay.
From the Regret Files, a story.
So what I'm saying, the same old thing that happened back in the day, I'm saying it today. It's about the kids, and you were not listening to them.
It's always been about the kids.
Oh, it was always gonna be. It's always gonna be. This without them, but that's an old. But now we have to do something even more intense with them. When you get a chance, go online and look that over again. Go on Sir Mark. They go on Sir Markadoo and find that too. Huh? And then you go right on YouTube. You get on there, click on Sir Markadoo. Go ahead and watch the whole thing. Go and watch it. Let your children watch it. I mean, people just gotta care more about our youth, man. We gotta get there. I swear to God, I'm taking this to my grave. I'm fighting every day for my babies. I don't care. Because I already know that if we're gonna even minutely exist internationally, it's gonna be about these kids. If we're ever gonna better this nation, it's gonna be around economics. Martin Luther King said it best. He said that's the big divide. Yeah. It's not the color of our skin or the religions that we have. It's economics. Economics has always been the big thing. That's where the rubber meets the road. Everybody needs some money. I challenge every single last one of you to walk up to a 5, 6, 7, 8-year-old and ask them, do you need some extra cash? Do you need some money? Extra money? Yeah! Every one of them will say it.
They could just sponsor one child,
Sponsor one child.
Just one. Make a difference.
Through your network. You got the product already. You need us to do the labels or whatever, just call us. We'll send the artwork in. They'll take care of it. They'll put the sponsorship on the side. And you sponsor your own child first.
Exactly.
And you watch. They take that product into the market. You go somewhere shopping with their kid or something. You let them do it. And watch how they start interacting with it.
They love it.
That's
My
great.
grandson, boy, he went wild for it. I'm telling you. They love it.
Did you get him, register him for that side? Oh, okay. We need to fly him up here normally.
My grandson's in college.
Come on.
Hey. He's in college? Okay. Where's Go College at?
Arkansas Baptist.
So is he gonna be at home for the holidays and out?
Oh, he's home now.
Okay, there you go.
Why him out December 14th?
It's on. Go online, register at KingKongCoupons.com and go in and secure a seat. Cause we're gonna have like 50 seats. So go on and get it in. And I challenge you again to bless your children, okay? God bless you. We'll see you tomorrow. We had a great broadcast today.
Peace and love.
We out of here.